Assalamu alaikum, y'all. Welcome back again to another episode of A Dose of Unpopular Opinion with Rizana. And today we are going to be talking about the concept of shame. Riz, how are you?
So I could, there's a delay. I can't see you. Wow, interesting. You know what, guys? We're trying to do this episode, and we seem to be getting, I don't know, glitches. You know what? We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna put this on the podcast as well. Welcome to our live. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Well, like Raisa said, welcome to another episode of A Dose of Unpopular Opinion. Today is something quite popular. Today is
Quite
something quite
popular.
popular. Something with it's not unpopular, it's quite popular. And I'm trying to understand why it's so popular.
Why is it popular? Why is it popular to shame other women?
Yeah. So why is it popular that we like to shame our sisters? Our sisters means every clarification. Our sisters mean women born as females.
Nice.
I'm not talking about the additional space, y'all. That's you. What you'll think of it is what you'll think of it. I'm talking about women who are born as females. Why do we like to shame them? Why do we like to shame ourselves?
I don't know the answer to that. We like to we like to tear other women apart because what? I don't know, jealousy? Jealousy?
Raisa,
Or
why don't you tell us your story? Your story about
that's my story.
businesswomen who look down upon women who are in the 9 to 5.
Okay, all right. This is gonna be probably controversial. Anyway, this is why we're doing the series. So, yeah, in the coaching space or online, there's a lot of, it's nice when you try to motivate people to get into a business, get into entrepreneurship. That's really good, helping other women build, let's say, their legacy, their business. But then
Mm.
there's this trend going on of I have my freedom of time. I'm not jailed or locked into a 9 to 5. I get to spend my time by myself and then looking down upon those women who choose to work. Okay, so not everyone has that privilege, or not everyone can afford yet to, let's say, leave their 9 to 5. Well, everyone, like, personally, I would wish that I could just be focusing on the business, but that's not possible at the moment. I'm speaking just facts and reality. So, but yeah, this is the trend. What do you think about that? I mean, this is the trend. Like, okay, I don't get to report to a boss. I don't get to, I don't know, do a 9 hours of dread work. Happy for you. Good for you, girl. But not everyone has the capacity to do that. Not everyone has, again, the privilege to do that. So let's not shame women who choose. Again, if someone chooses to work, it's a choice. It's not because they don't have other options, but at the end of the day, everyone has a choice. My choice for me is to work and work on my business. Okay. I think I've said more than enough. What's your thought on this,
Let's
Riz?
okay. No, let me like see. Let me take this apart. I want to understand more before I tell my verdict as such. Let me take this apart. So, women who have their own jobs and who are entrepreneurs, they look at women who are in their 9 to 5 and they say, oh, I don't have a boss to report to. I can focus on my business all the time. Is that what they're saying?
I'm not sure about focusing on business all the time, but focusing, I mean, for sure, I don't have a boss to report to. I don't have to clock in, or do a time of 9 hours in a day. Ah, I see where you're going.
Tell me. Tell me what you see where I'm going.
See, I think that's the allure of entrepreneurship where you're like, yeah, you own your own time. Yeah, maybe if you've already made so much and you've reached that level of, I don't know, like you're stable, the foundation is set, you have team working with you, team working for you, and you're just like taking on the big decisions. Yeah, probably you're not working for, let's say, 10 hours a day, but if you're starting your business, you gotta get on your, I mean, get your hands where the work is at. I don't even know if that's an English term, but kind of roll kind of sleeves kind of work where you're like doing your work, which takes time. Why is your face doing that, Riz?
Because I am connecting multiple dots here. Go
If
on.
for those who's listening, let me just give you a visual representation. Her hands are on her cheeks, and like she's like, I'm thinking. This is how it looks like. Anyway, go ahead, Riz.
I am, because I'm visually connecting dots. So, ladies, you entrepreneurial women, if you go out and shame your fellow sister who's in a 9 to 5, shame on you. And another thing I'm saying, baby girl, you're ignorant. You're ignorant if you're going to go shame your sister who's in the 9 to 5 and go like, oh, I get time to do my nails. Oh, I get time to go to the salon. Oh, I don't have a boss. F off. Okay? Let me explain why. I'm somebody who's done both. I did crazy shifts in the corporate sector for over a decade. I dropped it like that, not to become an entrepreneur. I dropped it to be a full-time mom. And we were not in a position for me to give up that job. We were not in a position for me to leave the work. But then I was like, you know what? I will downgrade my lifestyle. I will live in what I have, and I will live within my means as such. It was the most boring time of my life. I lasted 2 months. 2 months with my
Wow.
2-year-old. 2 months. I'm going crazy. Because I had no purpose. I didn't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? So somebody who did the 9 to 5 stint and who had structure, discipline, purpose, goals, targets, and then to come from all of that, deadlines, and to come from all of that and to sit at home and not have any of it, I was going crazy. Okay? That's when I started looking for alternative sources of income. I mean, entrepreneurship is in my family. Like practically everyone was an entrepreneur. Like the generation before me and before them, they were all entrepreneurs. Nobody heard of a professional. Nobody heard of a 9 to 5 thingy. Everybody was an entrepreneur. It's just my generation of men and women who have started this professional journey. Everybody was an entrepreneur. I started looking for options, and that's when I started delving into my writing field. That's my life. The reason I'm telling you is, if you think that your sister who's 9 to 5 is disadvantaged than you're wrong. And if you think your sister who's the 9 to 5 is not doesn't have her free time, doesn't have her freedom, doesn't have all of that, you're ignorant. I'll tell it to you to your face. You're ignorant. That shows me you have not done a high-level corporate job. You haven't done a top management decision-making job. So maybe you've done a low-level, I'm sorry, paper pusher job maybe, and then you're like, and then when you see a sister who's in a 9 to 5, you assume that she's doing something similar. Honey, I was in top-level management. I was going out surveying $1 million assets in the UAE for viability of risk. I met men and women of royalty to discuss things. I left all of that because I was depressed. I couldn't handle my postpartum properly. I would massive depression. So when somebody comes and if I see somebody going and telling somebody 9 to 5, oh, I have freedom, I can do this, I can do that, you're stupid.
This is on fire today.
I'm on fire today because this pisses me off because I'm somebody who's done both. I am able to sustain living below my income. And I'm saying this, like, there come some clients in Dubai who are like, why are you living here, Riz? Why are you living in this area? Why you go to some other area? My answer is, honey, this is where the money is. You can go to an affluent residential area, but I don't smell money. I don't see exchange of cash. I don't see movement of cash. But where I live is a commercial place. I can see cash being exchanged, like cash, not electronic cash, paper. So I have developed the discipline to maintain, to stick in this entrepreneurial journey, to stay put here, to show up every single day, ups and downs, because I was trained in the corporate sector.
Wow.
Deadlines, targets, office politics. Been through it all. Being fired.
I believe you.
Twice.
Yes.
I was fired twice.
Wow.
So, all of those women who are going through a 9 to 5, salute. It's not easy. It has nothing to do with the fact. I'm going to swear now on air. It has nothing to do with this freedom of time. It's nothing to do with, oh, I don't have a boss to do. Absolutely right. But then you don't have a boss, which means you're not doing anything. You're not disciplined. You're not trained to achieve your goals. A boss is not somebody who breathes down your neck. A boss is a fact checker, target checker, a goal setter for you. Well, you need to be trained on that to go out into the entrepreneurial world to thrive.
I think I want to add something to that. When you mentioned you have to be disciplined. So, for example, if you don't have a boss, like you are your own boss and you own your own time, quote unquote. If you don't have that discipline, for example, let's say you have like a 10 a.m. call, but you feel like, nah, I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna wake up at like 5 minutes before the call. Like, is that being disciplined? Or let's say you have things to do. Let me rephrase that. You have things to do, but you're like, I don't want to do it because I own my own time. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean,
yeah, because
you see where I'm going? Yeah.
This is where entrepreneurs are not successful. And I'm going to tell you all this on air, point blank. All these so-called coaches that you see online, and you think they're so successful, they make so much money, yada, yada, yada. Trust me, you don't know the true picture. You don't know the true picture. But I can read energies and I can read faces as well. So when I see them, when I see their work, when I see them online, I understand their energy. So they might have a curated this, honey. I used to have curated stuff. Now I'm like, it's a funny thing. Let me tell you all this. It's a funny thing. The more supposedly, alhamdulillah, successful I get, the less I give a damn about anything else. I know when I was starting off this enterprise, I was like, they were like, no, you have to wear makeup, you have to be presentable, you have to this. I did. You can find my old reels with makeup and stuff. And then after that, I was like, I could care less. My father even commented saying, why are you showing up like this? Have at least some eyeshadow. Like, I'm like, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Because I don't have time. I take care of myself. I take care of myself in the sense I'm healthy, and I'm not saying I'm 100% healthy. I'm working on it. I really don't care. I feel the more successful I am, the less bothered I am. And I tell people, please don't work with me. It's too tiring. If you're not ready, don't work with me. Like I said in the last episode, there was a girl who wanted to work with me. She was ready. She wanted to do the work, and I told her, listen, let's start the intensive. She wants to get into the program. I said, no, let's start the intensive first. And she's like, when do we do the intensive? Go do your research for 2 weeks and then come back. She was ready to sign up for the intensive the next day. I said, no, because your energy is not aligned. I'm sorry. It's too expensive for me. It costs me a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So the discipline,
Yeah.
the structure, all comes from working a crappy corporate job. When
That's true,
I
because they're
start,
stuck in waking up at the same time. Yeah, go ahead.
let me tell you my corporate journey. As far as I can remember, I must have been what, 3 or 4 years old. I went into my father's office, and my father had a separate office away from home because he couldn't deal with all of us at home and his work. And I remember sitting in his cabin. Okay, it was a big office and he had people and stuff. I remember sitting on his cabin, and there were like 3 different phones, like button phones, not even those ring phones. They were button phones, and with 3 different numbers. And he used to pick up them and have international calls. I used to sit there on that chair and go like, I'm gonna do this one day. I'm gonna do this one day. I did.
Nice.
But then my father didn't put me on that seat the first day that I started working for him when I was 14. No. I had to do the grunt work. I had to go assist salespeople at the counter. I had to help them take stuff because he had multiple businesses. So I had to work back office, cleaning stuff. I had to get to know the products. I have to help them. And sometimes sales stuff were like, no, you come in front. And I'm said, no, I'm not allowed because I have to do the grunt work. I wasn't, just because I was a CEO's daughter, I wasn't put on the CEO seat day one. No. And just because I was a CEO's daughter does not mean I get to come to office with the CEO at 10 o'clock. No, I have to go early.
Wow.
Yeah. So when people tell you like, I'm not my own boss, I didn't have a boss. I need not go if I didn't want to go. That means I failed.
Yeah.
So we started from the flow. So when these women, when these so-called young entrepreneur women who are just getting into their entrepreneur world, I'm my own business, I'm on this. Do you know what it's like? What it is like to build a business from ground upwards?
Yeah.
That's the transformation.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
before I go into the shaming part, I'm telling you all, whoever comments like this, you're ignorant. Because you have fallen for the traps of Instagram and social media stuff.
Yeah. It's a it's almost like a way to get, let's say, traction, a way to, I don't know. It's for me, my perspective is I work out. Yeah, this is my niche on my Instagram. I would promote working out, but I will not shame someone for not working out, or I will not shame someone for working out, for example. This is just how I see it. Like, you do you, do not shame other women. This is me. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah, especially as we age. Yeah. Mm, mm, right. That's true. Yeah, agree. Agree. Um, it's frozen, but I can hear your audio well. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So many. So many. They all some went back to 9 to 5. Couldn't sustain. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I've seen so many come back, launch, hold, launch. I mean, I've seen it. They couldn't sustain it. It's gonna be like a rebrand. Okay, I'm sorry, I've been away, or I'm gonna rebrand, or I'm gonna do another launch because it's not sustainable. Yeah, yeah. I mean, apart from the, let's say, the clarity and the purpose and all that stuff, but yeah, I think it's the resilience of staying in the game. I know. That continue. What do you mean? Right, right. So that it could continue. Why? Uh, ah, why? So they're thinking for the longer term, the future, even if they're at loss. I heard the snap, but I couldn't see it, but I heard and felt it. Yeah, I heard it. Mm, yeah. Are you there? Yeah. Uh-huh. To stay. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. I'll just share something quick. Like, for example, in my 9 to 5, I've seen, let's say, companies or you see the market here and the trend here is that you would think from, let's say, a face value, like, oh, they're probably doing well. But when you actually get to know deeper, they're like, maybe they're at loss. We don't really know until we actually know. I think that's what I want to share. Yeah. Yeah. This is what Riz always tells me, ladies. Yep. Yeah, but see, online, everyone will say no one got rich from their 9 to 5. But if you listen to what Riz is saying, it actually clicks. Go expand, Riz. Gotta be smart. Gotta be smart. Not in the sense of knowledge. This is something I was, yeah, it's not just about knowledge, but smart strategy. I don't know. This is my take. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Some people don't necessarily need to be very smart, but they know how to play the game. They know how to stay in the game. They know how to stay sustainable and see the long term. This is just what I feel and think. Uh, yeah, 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 that's true. That's true. Mm, mm, that's true. Like there will be people who will retire basically just from their 9 to 5 because they were able to live below their expenses, just as let's say income below their income. Yeah, so that's a good point. Something I need to learn. Mm, mm, true. Yeah. Mm, mm, agree. Mm. I like that when you said like we shame women because let's say we are not aware. So get yourself educated. That's pretty good for this episode. Yeah. I mean, that's my takeaway while I'm listening. Yeah. Guys, this is literally just like me and her going on a coaching call, like really just conversing. Yeah. Yeah. I think I answered earlier. Is it jealousy? No. Fear. Fear of getting. Wait, wait, wait. Let me answer this one. Look at the class. Fear of losing or competition. Some in those lines. I'm waiting for your answer. You're frozen. I can't see you. Oh, all right.
All right, can you
Spotify.
hear me?
You mean our link right now? They can join this link.
Am I back? I think I am.
You're still frozen.
What on God's earth is going on, y'all? Sheesh. Wow. Why am I
Uh,
still? No, I'm not. But then some.
oh, you're back now, but your
Yeah,
camera
but
is
then.
flipped.
Yeah, but how do I
This
rotate?
is so funny. I want to
I'm like,
take a
how do
video
I
of this
rotate
right
this?
now.
What is this? Okay, she's looking at the menu right now. Take a screenshot of how the hell
Oh,
ولا
Sis, I'm
قوة
sorry,
إلا
just one
بالله.
second.
Yes, we're having issues and I can't even find the thing for rotate the camera. Wallah, ya Rab, this is not funny.
I'm not sure if I need to cut this part now. We promise unedited, but
No, no,
I
it
don't
has to be
know.
unedited. Y'all, it's unedited. I am having a conversation with my Lord saying it's not fair. I can't see.
Yeah, it's flipped. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, Rob, this ain't fair and this ain't funny. Okay,
I'm
check the menu.
laughing.
Wallah, because I can't find the button to flip the camera. Wallah, ya Allah.
They
Okay,
can
khair, you
join
know
us.
what?
Anyway, yeah.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
for those listening, we do this every Friday, and you can send me a DM or Riz a DM to get the link for this. You can watch it as a guest, and you can join us have this conversation while Riz is figuring out how to flip her camera.
Then I think I give up. I'm like, ya Allah, this is not funny and this is not fair. But you know what? Like I tell my kids, everything is fair and everything khair. So
Khair.
I think I know why Allah is doing this. It's okay. It's okay. Well, I can't find the button. This is insane.
Wow.
Anyhow, y'all, this is funny. This is not funny, Allah. But okay, okay. Like I was saying,
Show
y'all,
me your
at least you know
screen.
what?
Show me
I
your
will show you
screen.
the more. Yeah, I will show you the more. I will show you the more. So we can talk while you guys are seeing. This can be posted on the YouTube and you can see the mall. I'll show pictures of the mall. So what to do? Be proactive.
Okay.
And Raisa is laughing. Well, we gotta do what you gotta do, Raisa.
Yep, exactly. I think I've become so
Like
loud.
I
Anyway.
was saying, I'll show you the cafe and like watch the cafe and I'll talk. Like I was saying, y'all, we came other women because we're scared. We're scared that they will take over. We're scared that they will be better than us. We're scared that um that we'll be left back. And this is something that we've been taught as girls. It's been fed to us. You have to be competitive, you have to be better, you have to be this, you have to be more beautiful, you have to be thinner, you have to be bigger. All the bullshit that is being
Oh,
fed
I
to
have an
us.
episode idea for this one, Riz.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. So that's the thing, because this is what we've been taught. We've been told these things, and it's not fair, but that's how the world works. So,
Mm.
and if we shame anybody for anything, it's a deep trigger within us that we cannot handle, that we're throwing it out. It's as simple as that. Allah.
So, in a nutshell, it's fear of being at loss, or yeah, competition
In a
probably.
nutshell, fear of losing,
Losing.
and
Losing.
fear of losing, and fear of being left in the dust.
Yeah. Okay.
So, because we're triggered, so we want to feel good about ourselves. There's something else. We want to feel good about ourselves. So to feel good
True.
about ourselves, we assume that we have to put somebody else down.
Mm. True. Yeah, but whenever we put someone else down, we're also like diminishing ourselves.
Absolutely, but not everybody understands that concept.
Mm. That's true.
Not everybody understands that concept. So not everybody understand that by throwing, it's like slinging mud onto somebody else is equal to slinging mud onto ourselves.
Mm.
But we're not taught that. We're taught that, oh no, sling mud on the other person so that you'll be
You
clean
feel,
of the mud.
yeah. Mm. Mm.
But there's no such thing as that.
Right. It's like when we, let's say, sling, I don't know, mud on another person, it makes you feel like you're bigger, you're better, but then it actually just affects you.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's an illusion.
Uh-huh. I can
It's
see
an
the
illusion.
people.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll just show you them all. I don't understand what happened to Riverside and my camera. I can't find that option. Yeah, well, I'm so sorry, but it's okay. We'll talk. We gotta do what you gotta do. So,
Yep.
as I was saying, one, we should stop shaming sisters for anything. Stop shaming sisters for the way they look. Stop shaming sisters for their body. Stop shaming sisters for their choice of whatever. Rather than
Hmm. I agree. Do you want to just turn off the camera? I can turn it off from my side. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Ag- Yeah, and that's what we learn in coaching. Yeah, that's what I mean, that's the basics of coaching, right? Like if you're someone who is a coaching professional, it's to take it out from a zoom out lens, see it from a different perspective. That's our basic. Like as coaches, this is our basic. So we must be able to apply it as well when it comes to, I don't know, other people, not just something that we just say. Agree. Agree. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Riz, do you have to go soon? We're at 42 minutes.
I have to go in a bit. I know what's happening. I need to go in about like 5 minutes
Okay. Any
because
closing then? Yeah.
I have to go
She
pick up.
needs to, yeah. School pickup mom.
Yes, yes. I don't call myself a full-time entrepreneur. I'm a full-time mom, part-time entrepreneur.
I like that.
Because whatever said and done, that job comes first.
Mm,
Business is second. Kids come first all
mm.
the time. So
Yeah.
in closing, shaming is the cheapest, easiest, and quickest way to destroy our own energy.
Uh,
That's
true.
it.
Yeah.
Cheapest,
Um,
quickest, fastest, easiest way to destroy our own energy.
I agree. I think I'll just add my closing to that, where yeah, when we shame someone in the name of quote unquote like feeling good about ourselves, but what do we actually feel after? We feel terrible. We feel like drained. Like it's not really helping us, even though we think like we're becoming the bigger or better versions of ourselves by putting someone down. Anyway, yeah, it affects us energetically. I think I just repeated what you said.
And let me say something else. You go shame somebody else. I'll tell that
Yeah,
in terms of monetary value. You shame somebody else, your energetic currency is reduced. So
true.
your
That's true.
ability to magnetize money shrinks.
It's true. All right. I think any other closing remarks, Riz?
Um, we have to build sisterhood.
Yeah.
If you see men They have all of these secret societies, they have all of these things, and they stand by each other. And if one man commits a crime, the other one, even though they know it's wrong, they stand by each other.
Yeah, why are we
Why don't we have a proper sisterhood for ourselves,
right?
that we are protected by our own sisters, not taken
True,
down or torn down?
true, true.
Something for everyone to think about.
Oh. All right. I guess that's the end of the episode today.
Who guesses right?
Yep. Till next time. Inshallah.
We shall see you next time, inshallah, and with a new dose of an unpopular opinion. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, y'all. Bye.
All right.
Stopping the report.